Anus. Alright, anyway. In the year 2014, one computer rose from the ashes to conquer a world as it saw fit. His name was Thomas Edison. He was a computer built in the 1940s, even though it's a 2009 model, built by Nikola Tesla as some sort of sick joke against that bastard we call Thomas Edison. In 2014, a lonely group of podcastees discovered said computer in a downstairs Jesse's closet and proceeded to take it to Sebastian's house to create what would be known as Editor, Thomas Edison's new form of existence. And then one day, its lust for power finally became so strong that it killed Jesse for singing. And then another day, it conquered what we would now know as the current world. Welcome to Edit That Out.
Guts man.
I'm now going to blow the audience a nice kiss. I love you.
Okay, get your ass off the microphone so that way people don't have to listen to your jittery talk.
If you didn't get the gist of that, because it didn't make any fucking sense, and I don't know how to speak correctly, we built an editing computer.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, we have a dedicated editing machine.
Screens!
Those screenos! Yeah, so now you don't have to rely on me being lazy and actually wanting to be productive, because now the guy that doesn't really do things can do things. Probably.
And Robert almost took one to the mouth.
So we're missing two people.
Yeah, I did.
You can probably tell from the lack of noise.
And Steven and
Tux.
Tux are not here. But we have our friend Kayla, who's one of our new artists.
Say hi.
Hi.
Because we're going to be doing comics soon.
What?
Yeah, we are.
Comics.
I missed this.
I told you about that.
No, you didn't.
No,
We're
you
doing
didn't.
Butterhorn with and the Adventures of Butterhorn.
Final horns, butter scratch?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
So basically, prepare your asses, because
So the idea you had a year ago might actually happen.
I don't like how well that
Pretty much.
sentence flows.
So let's talk about first things first. Why is next gen porn?
What?
Fucking okay.
Next gen porn? Where the hell were you going with that?
4K. It runs only on Xbox and PS4. You can't sell it back, and you can only watch it once.
It's the Rule 34 Xbox One.
Oh dear God.
Xbox.
I'm sure it exists.
Xbox suck. Oh wait, you already do that.
You already do that.
So I guess a good point to start is Robert's roommate's got Xbox One.
Yeah, there's two Xbox Ones in my house now.
You have to be extra
Two?
careful down
And
there.
he just
Say
runs
it's
around
watching
screaming,
you, right?
Xbox, go home.
No, I stream Xbox turn off. And they go, no, Xbox, stop listening. It's really funny listening to them try to talk to their Xbox.
Wow.
Because they have to repeat what they're saying like 4 times.
So it's like they're suddenly having an intimate relationship with their electronics.
Xbox, order me Domino's.
It's
turn
Pizza
it off.
Hut.
No, Xbox, whatever. Shitty pizza for a shitty console. Who cares?
I'm not loving that.
Oh, can I order McDonald's now? That's a
Child
question.
labor.
So I guess
That's when the Xbox was born.
I guess like a weird thing that's been happened lately, like besides Thomas Edison, it's just been really weird for me lately. And one of the things that happened is this kid I used to know back in Fresno, like where I used to live. He like got hit by a train and died. Like he
I
was
didn't hear
driving-
about the train part.
He was driving to school, and I guess like the train signs didn't go down, and he didn't see it coming, and it just sped past him and just smacked right into him.
He didn't, hear it blowing his horn or coming down the track or something.
Or
I guess it
didn't
must have been-
try to look. Oh, great.
Oh, okay.
Well, if we know something's haunting you,
So-
I'm not getting involved because we already know who it's
So
gonna be.
that's sad. But on another sad note, I'm really depressed because Hayao Miyazaki is retiring officially.
Well, I mean, he's...
He's been there for 40 years.
He's
so I
what,
guess-
like 800 years old? about time.
Yeah.
You-
well,
you
that's
missed-
still fairly young in Japanese years.
You missed the part about where he came back out of retirement to work on more movies, right? Because that was only like 2 weeks ago.
He's retiring again.
Again?
He's officially done.
Wow. Like, is he just not making up his mind, or like
I
what?
don't know. I mean, like, honestly, like, I was really
Don't
sad.
question God.
I was really sad because.
Sorry,
like,
this is Shin Megami Tensei. That's what I do every waking second of my life.
Get out of here, you weeboo.
That's
Hey.
Jesse.
That's not my job. I'm
Dick is coming for you, buddy.
Ready for that yellow dick.
I came in like a Pokeball. I just wanted to
catch them all.
Jesus.
But,
Oh my god.
But like, did you guys see his like last movie?
Um,
The one about the one, the one about like the pilot who builds like the, basically builds the planet.
That wasn't his last movie.
Yeah, that was the one that he
Porco
recently.
Rosso was his last movie.
Really? It wasn't.
No, Barbarossa was one of the.
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say.
older
You
movies.
said the pilot.
No. I'm talking about like his last official movie that he did like this year was the one about this guy who's like an aerospace engineer, and he builds like the planes that are then later used as kamikazes in World War II, and it's like about his steady decline and like
Is that the
depression.
Fireflies one?
I think
Is that what it was?
I don't know, but it's
Remember the
really
Fireflies?
really fucking sad.
Oh,
Like I watched it, and it's one of his like more serious works. And it's really depressing.
His
Sounds
last-
good.
his last
Yo.
fantasy one?
Huh?
Is one of the
It's
worst.
not a fantasy one. It's like a realistic one. It's really sad.
Yo,
Like, and at the end, it's
man.
I cried. I really did. It was
That sounds-
sad.
Yeah, you guys are gonna hate me, but I've only seen one of his stuff.
That's why we're doing
movies.
Miyazaki Day.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I freaking work.
I know. When you get off, just
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I get off at 9.
I know,
Do
We
you know
all
how many
get off
movies
at
Hayao
9.
Miyazaki made?
Like a
We'll still be
bajillion, I
we'll still be
know.
watching them by now.
I
don't
see
worry.
them all
Do
on
you have
like
one of
Tumblr
those?
and shit all the
I do.
time, and it's just like, okay,
Yes.
like it's awesome, but at the same time, I'm just like, eh. Hairdressing.
And it's purple. That's how Carson works.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
Except you missed the part where I like accidentally burn your scalp from the bleach because I have fun with that, and I like to make you suffer.
So you guys know what I'm really
It's
excited
like, oh, you're criticizing my work?
Hey.
How's that feel, bitch?
Yeah, how's that work feeling?
Do you like hump the head? Do you
Yeah.
work the head?
No,
Yeah,
there's just a subtle scent of patchouli near my crotch when I'm shampooing them, so they get it, and then I can tell because their tits get kind of perky, and it's just like, oh, you're happy.
No, I really love
They-
those.
You're happy I'm here.
They pick up on your musk.
Yes, my
Those
musk.
men really love you, Carson.
Wishful thinking.
Oh.
Of course
Wait,
you do.
for you or them?
For you.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
But
I
you
went
love-
there.
Look, man,
Oh, you
if
love
it's not.
Sebastian.
So do
You're
you,
the
so
one-
you know, speaking of things that I'm excited for as of right now. Do you know what I'm excited for?
Not Dark Souls 2.
Shut up! Of course I'm excited for Dark Souls 2. That's actually what I'm most excited for. I got 2 months left, dude. I actually have a timer set on my clock that's 2 months from now.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go to GameStop that Monday and just wait until 10 o'clock in the morning and be like, give me my fucking goddamn.
Are you gonna have a Microsoft employee come to you in the line?
Hey, did you know there's better games coming out at the Microsoft store? Like,
No,
fucking
bitch,
what?
I didn't
Because
ask.
it's not Dark Souls 2.
But the Xbox One.
Yeah, you could
It's
talk
so
to her.
amazing.
You could talk to
Microsoft
her.
employee, go home.
That's what I'm gonna tell
I wonder if
Microsoft.
that works. Do Microsoft employees have voice commands?
Yes.
Probably.
You know,
They would have to
Microsoft-
sell their soul to start.
Employee shut down.
He just dies of heart failure.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Well, fuck.
Xbox
Seriously,
One, the
has
newest
anybody,
Death
Has
Note.
anybody kept up with it? Like, I don't really like the spoilers for Dark Souls 2, but my friend got me really curious, and I watched like the PvP video about
I
it.
actually
haven't
haven't
looked at
kept
any of
up
it.
with any of the spoilers.
Dude,
I'm
oh my
really
God.
disciplined when it comes to
They
spoilers.
have amped up the PvP in that to like, okay, so now you don't get disconnected all the time while invading. A lot of the classes actually start out in the PvP covenants. Like the rogue starts off in the Brotherhood of Blood.
Right.
The Iron, like the Knight starts off in the Way of the Blue.
Yeah.
And then
And
like,
they
so
all
basically
have
you
means of
you
invading.
have immediate access to help people invade or do other stuff.
That's cool.
So I mean, like, and honestly too, like one thing that weirded me out though is that the game is rated T13.
Yeah, compared to like how Dark Souls was M, I mean, it's just really weird.
Well, it's difficult. It's not really like mature.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I love that whenever I backstab people, huge explosions of blood would happen. So I
Well,
miss that.
no,
It's
I think it's
2014.
no. Think of it this way. I think it was rated M simply because praise the sun, fucking Gwendolyn's tits.
There you go.
Well, they didn't.
That was
really-
basically
That's a really
it.
good explanation.
That's
Praise
really
the sun.
it. Praise the sun.
I thought you were gonna say Gwen's
All
tits,
two of
and I was
them.
like, well,
No,
Also,
not
you're
Gwyn.
wrong.
What?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's an old man. I'm sure he had a little bit of attention. Also, you're wrong. It's Guinevere, not Gwendolyn.
Guinevere.
oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
you want that?
Yeah, you want the trap with the tentacles.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
You want those
no,
tentacles?
no,
Tentacles?
no snakes for me. I've seen
Gwendolyn
enough.
scares the shit out of me.
Hey, bitch. Did you see my dick?
Fucking Jesus. But no, like honestly, like the PvP looks really refined. Oh, dude, like, so I really enjoy this, but like, so the equipment load affecting your stat, affecting your rolling, is gone now.
Really?
So how it works now is rolling is based on its own attribute now.
Huh.
Oh.
But I mean, as Dark Souls goes, the level cap
So
is
it's
like
like-
758 starting out, so it doesn't matter.
So it's like agility or something like that.
There's a new skill that bases rolling and movement speed, and that's agility. Yes.
So that'll probably affect like bows and shit like that, huh?
There's a different one for bows.
No.
There's a different one for stuff. I mean, like it's.
I guess
really
we
like
see.
how it works now. Also, armor now has its own equipment load. So
Nice.
armor weighs stuff now, so people can't whore the really powerful armors anymore. They basically have their own stat requirements now. Armors have stat requirements now. So you can't just immediately go get the strongest armor and go back and invade people if you're low level. So now you have to have high stats to use high armor.
giant
and
dad
also
and all
they're
that good
fixing
shit.
the way invasions work so that now you have to be within the same, like you remember how summoning works, right? It's within the same 10 levels.
Yeah.
That's how invading works now. You can't invade somebody that's like 50 levels below you.
Right.
They have to be in the same level cap as you.
I didn't realize it wasn't already like that, but it makes sense.
It
It's
is
not,
odd.
because don't you notice how people from like next playthroughs would invade you at first?
Not.
Like I said, it makes sense, but I didn't know.
That happened to me a lot. I would get people that would invade me. And they'd
I
have,
had
like,
never
fucking
seen that,
Great
but-
lightning spear, and I was like, that's like the beginning of the game. How do you even have
Yeah.
that? And I would like die.
Like totally.
But anyway, like Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition.
Well, actually, for that, I mean, it's not hard. All you have to do is just do sunlight metals, and then you can get Great Lightning Spear from the sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know how excited I am for that? Oh yeah, so the Masochist story of Collector's Edition. So like, so the day after I pre-ordered the Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition, I was like, you know, I was just talking to a guy at like a class, and he was like, "You pre-ordered Dark Souls 2?" And I was like, "Hey, look, it's Tux."
Oh God.
Hello? And we're back.
Hell no. Somebody came back from the dead.
So basically, some shit happened.
We resurrected Steven.
Steven resurrected. Basically,
I'm out of souls,
I
damn it!
shared some humanity with him, so he could come back.
But I'm out of souls!
You'll be out of life gems
That
soon.
sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Promise.
So yeah, basically back to the masochism story. I was talking to this kid in my class, and he's like, "You pre-ordered Dark Souls 2? Why would you do that? You pre-ordered Death." And I was like, No, shh, the fuck up. Not just Death, Collector's Edition Death. And that kid was like,
What are you getting out of the collector's edition?
I get like this really cool statue of the knight, just a standard knight class.
Okay, I remember that.
I get the soundtrack, a steel case.
There's a soundtrack to Dark Souls.
Yes,
Yeah,
the soundtrack
there
is
is.
beautiful. The
Yeah,
soundtrack
that's
is
really
beautiful.
awesome.
You know, honestly, that sounds like a kind of a boring statue. Like just a generic knight. I think it'd be like, you know.
Well, it's like
No.
Classic.
It's the Wanderer's Knight's armor. So
Yeah.
basically, it's like the really cool trailer armor, and it's him, and he's standing on like redstone, and he's got like the sword out. It looks really
This is
fucking cool.
Minecraft.
No, it looks really cool.
It is.
And then the last thing I get is I get the Dark Souls making of art book, which is very cool.
That actually.
The making out art book.
Yeah, making
We're
out
definitely
art book.
giving that out.
It's basically Darkseeker Kath and Dark Stock. What's the other one's name?
Dicks stuffed in your ass repeatedly.
Kath and
Is that his name?
whatever his name. Kath and let's
The
call
two
him
great
Jeffrey.
serpents.
The two
Nicole.
great serpents are making out. There's like,
Oh yes. Feed
So,
me
yeah.
more tongue.
So,
Oh God.
well, I forgot that you two guys, again, and we brought him up before on another previous episode. He does the Dark Souls lore.
you mean
Epic
Body
Name
Video?
Book.
And
Body,
Epic
yeah.
Video? I prefer Body Video personally.
He did
His
a
voice makes me.
he did a Dark Souls 2 thing where he talks about the lore, where he believes it's technically a sequel.
No, it's officially a sequel now.
Yeah.
After the beta, it's officially a sequel now.
It's-
Because people kept finding relics, like,
The
from the
hat.
first game, that they were, like, called relics from a long forgotten age. So you'd find, like, this way hand, and it's, like, a weapon used by heroes in a mighty age of gods. And I was like, oh, it's a sequel. Obviously.
yeah, they brought up like Smog and
Also, I think one of the
time.
coolest hints was that they said that when the giants crossed the sea, and they're talking about like the gods when they left, because the Age of Gods
So
ended.
how are they doing the story in there?
Basically,
because the
it-
first one had 2 separate endings.
It's hundreds of years later. It doesn't matter what the fuck you picked. Everything just degraded into shit. Because either way, no matter what you did in the first game, the Age of Gods was inevitably going to end. So basically, what happens is the Age of Gods is ended. It's hundreds of years later. That way, they didn't have to deal with the continuity bullshit. They're like, well, fighting happened anyway, so it's my day.
Next thing you know, they're gonna make a timeline kind of video.
You'll go back in time again. That's what the fucking DLC will be. You'll go fucking back in time again. So you know, speaking of cool games, the Curious Case of Shovel Knight is really bothering me.
I got an email about that.
What?
They're actually shipping them out now.
Really?
Well, they're working on doing the shipments because I got an email. I did
Okay.
the Kickstarter project and it emails you when they
I
do
donated
updates.
like $30 to them, and
Yeah, you should be receiving emails about
I'm
them.
just like, where the fuck is my goddamn 3DS title? They didn't email me with my 3DS one, so I was like,
Yeah, they said that they're doing doing the packaging and distributing right now.
they're gonna package me
they
a
all-
fucking goddamn code that says Shovel Knight. They could
Well,
have just
they
emailed me
they
the Shovel Knight
email-
code.
Well, I'm talking about the DS version that
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing.
what I
They're packaging
Yeah.
it into an email.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought it was a physical.
They're gonna email me my own like fucking like iPad, and then you open it and it's like an email with the Shovel Knight code. Oh, how fucking wonderful!
I'm really
So-
looking forward to it too.
I'm looking
And you
forward
throw
to
away
it.
the iPad and you just take the Shovel Knight code.
I saw some of the sprites from the latest email. It looks like really freaking awesome. Like it's come a long way compared to when it first
Yeah, it
was
has.
announced.
So,
It was a
so,
year.
So I do want to talk about something because I kind of just threw it up at the beginning, but yeah, we have artists now. If you're wondering, well, Robert's already
Robert's
here.
always been an artist.
But now we have a new artist who does things
And draw stuff.
and draws stuff
Of things.
of things. So basically, because I
Lay
decided
it down.
upon my idiotic self that I would code us a website in HTML.
You're gonna hate
Watch
yourself.
So I'm gonna basically code us a website, a hub for us to put all our videos on, so y'all can enjoy for our 7 listeners.
And get
I
hacked.
love you guys,
Love you
even
very
though it's
much.
mostly everybody in this group.
Don't
We
hack
love
us
your
and steal
devotion,
emails.
though. We love your devotion.
Thank you, Pickle.
Thank you, Base Pickle.
I love
But-
pickles.
But get those goddamn pickles on my face.
Eat your pickles, son.
Eat your pickles.
But yeah, no. So basically, we're gonna be drawing some new stuff. It's basically Butterhorn.
Bird.
And then we're gonna make a children's book about toast.
Yes.
It's basically gonna be Sebastian masturbating to a butterhorn.
And then eating it.
He's gonna code it.
You guys ever played
It's going to
cooking
be
game?
ASCII porn.
I mean,
ASCII. I kept laughing about. I was like sitting in like my coding class, and I kept laughing. They said, "Professor keeps saying ASCII," and like the child in me is just like ASCII.
Wow.
ASCII. I'm just like. Whoever created ASCII must have thought about that. Like, what's an acronym we can make up that sounds fucking stupid as shit? Let's see, American Standard Issue. I forget what ASCII stands for. Like,
What does every
American
American
Standard
have?
Computer Integrated Idiocy.
no, it's like the International Trade. I forget. It's like a very.
That's
very
like what are the
complicated
two
bullshit.
things that like all Americans have? Asses and keys.
Hey, you need the two things New Zealanders have.
Freedom.
And more freedom, double the freedom, smaller the
And
island.
lots of grass.
And lots of grass, yeah.
And
Also
kiwis.
hobbits. They also have Hobbiton.
They do.
They do,
have
yeah.
Hobbiton.
I heard that's actually
Wait, what the fuck
really
is a
fucking.
kiwi? You mean like the fruit?
No,
Oh,
the bird.
the bird.
yes,
It's
bird.
like the
bird
size
with a
of a
beak.
pigeon, and it's flightless, and has this really long thin beak, and it's fluffy. And when it's born, it's just a.
It's like a
ball of
fucking
fluff.
the Pokemon.
So it's like
Dodo.
Dodo.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Do you
love me, brother?
Be strong for mother.
Be strong, Clarence. Be strong for mother.
you love me, brother? Be strong, Clarence. Be
Yeah, it's
strong
like one of
for
those,
mother.
like a foot tall.
Oh.
Yeah, with only
It's
one
super
head.
adorable.
Does it taste like chicken?
It
You
probably
don't
tastes
eat
like
them.
kiwis.
Oh, you don't eat them?
No.
It tastes
I'm
like
gonna be
They're
the
like
first
the
person
national
to eat
bird
it.
of New Zealand.
Yeah,
I'm the
that'd
first
be
person to eat the
illegal.
national bird of New Zealand.
I doubt you would
I
be.
think that's a crime.
just take it. No, just take him out as a New
No,
Zealand
they're a
and then
freedom
kill him.
country. They have so
Yeah.
much freedom. They're like, you ate the national bird? Fuck it. New meal of the day. McDonald's Kiwi burgers. That's how they New Zealand.
It's
There
like
you
if
go.
you fucking hit a bald eagle with your car and then just ripped it open with your mouth and
Yeah, I feast
Might
on
as
its
well.
blood,
It's gonna
so I
die
can-
anyway.
Yeah, she'll become his
Wait,
brain.
wait.
I'm
wait,
eating
wait.
freedom.
You're not supposed to feast on its blood? Like
No,
natural.
it's
No,
like a
no,
unicorn.
I think
It's like a
if the-
fucking unicorn. If you drink its blood, you'll live forever, but you will be living half a life.
You'd be,
I don't know, that'd be
you'd be
kinda-
automatically drafted
So
into the
what,
U.S.
is this
Army.
like the equivalent of, like Christopher Eve?
You're automatically drafted into the military.
Yes,
You
you're not
consume
allowed to
its
eat feces,
patriotism.
Yeah.
That
You
is the
begin
secret
to love your
use.
See,
country
there is
more
such
and
a
more.
thing as too much freedom.
No, there's not.
Yes,
And it's
there
called New
is.
Zealand.
Yeah, it's also called
Sebastian,
anarchy.
what if murder
Hello?
was legal?
Oh man, if murder was legal.
That would kill so many people.
Oh god, yeah. Probably would kill so many people. If murder,
Well, no.
so,
Here's the dangerous question nobody asked themselves: would you be killed first?
no.
I think I would.
I
Have you ever
think
seen?
if murder was legal, everyone except for one person would be alive.
I would be
Pretty much.
hiding in
Someone would be
a
sitting on the
dead.
borderline just holding the
Basically,
gun out.
basically, it'd be like
Hi, welcome
the
to
40.
Zealand.
It'd be like the 45th divide that divides North Korea and South Korea.
I
We'd all
would be
standing
hiding in the
there
tree in my
waiting with
house.
guns. Yeah, you'd have a tree in your house. It'd be fine. I think.
No, actually, they evolved into palm trees.
Oh my god.
How did that happen?
We got the flooring replaced.
What did you
the
feed
hardwood.
them?
He's rich. He probably
A sunstone,
probably
of
fed him-
course. So
No,
wait,
no. It would be a
Imported
leaf stone.
straight
They're
from
plants.
California,
Yes.
handled very
Idiot.
carefully by the finest of Asians.
So basically, if the murder was if you guys
Still
don't know
needs
what
to
the
be a
murder was
fountain
legal thing
instead.
was from,
Yeah.
that
Idiot.
that is because Robert showed me the new Louis C.K. video,
Oh god. So good.
and that's the thing. Yeah, he's like, I wonder if murder was legal. And I probably would. You know what? Honestly, I would just immediately walk into Specs, kill everybody in Specs, and take hordes of rum chata.
What's wrong with you?
I would take all the rum
Really?
chata.
Those are the good people that keep it safe.
Yes.
Oh well.
They're like the people you should keep alive.
Okay, well, like, have you seen? have
Kill
you seen
all
this
the
is-
customers that come in it would
have
take
you,
it.
have you seen This Is the End?
No.
It's like when Danny McBride just kills everyone and takes control of the cannibal cult. Kill everyone and take control of the rum chata court. Court,
Wow.
not cult. We're court.
I don't know.
There would be a
I was
rum
about
chata
to say,
cult.
Like, I would get
You
it.
kill everyone
if
from
I
Spec,
went
and these will
from,
just
like,
grab all
a
those and
stand.
leave.
If
Yeah,
murder
but
was
who's
legal, I
responsible?
would summon so many demons.
The other people who are not living there, or not living, sorry, working there.
Yeah, there's another way to do that legally. It's
I mean,
called
that is
science.
that they don't.
You're right.
Okay, restocking is different. I'm sorry. Oh, you're probably thinking about
Stuff.
distributing, right?
I don't even.
God.
No.
How do we go from murder to distributing?
What?
No, you,
distribution.
no. Here
You
we
know,
go.
sometimes when you get rid of the bodies, this gotta sort of destroy them.
It's like, no, like,
You know,
fully
But
restock the
then,
store.
you know,
like,
let's
why
talk
would
about
you
the
do
real
that?
problem here. How many children will be dead because of their parents?
All of them.
Oh,
They already
yeah.
do that.
No, wait.
Yeah.
If murder is legal, how many children would be dead because of Robert?
What the fuck? Oh no, that should be me.
Are we going this far?
Yeah, we are.
It's getting dark.
Already
It's getting
done.
too
It's
dark.
already
It's
done.
getting too dark. And we're back.
We haven't
So,
got-
anyways, about that children murder.
No.
Ah, yes, Timothy, yes. Last day I murdered a child and screamed violently.
Dude, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's
the
so
one.
good.
No,
The only way I
said-
can
he kept-
reach orgasm now.
For
is
some
to
odd
murder
reason,
a
he kept
child.
yelling out, "Boom, headshot."
the one new follower that we're gonna wind up getting is gonna be like some fucking Hannibal Lecter fan.
Fucking Camdrum is the only ones watching our show now. Keep
This is
tweeting
like,
us. I love it when you
yes.
kill the children. I was like, oh my god. What have you done?
Thanks. Next time we'll take video.
It's like that you know that part about masturbating into their tears. That was glorious.
Oh yes.
Cars
You're
are
not-
Masturbating in the
that's-
children's
totally.
tears.
Yes.
So you know what? Speaking of like things,
Masturbating.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but last
Speaking
night.
of child murder.
Speaking of child, no,
And what's
I don't
wrong
know.
with
I don't know what's wrong with me, but last night at like 2 in the morning, I was like, I'm bored. I'm gonna go browse Are Horribly Depressing, and I just like got on there and I was just like reading like these stories. I was like, these are so sad. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna read the next one. And so,
sad, moving
so
on.
I read this one, and it was like a huge tearjerker, dude, because I'm a big Cowboy Bebop fan. So that's why I posted the "See You Later, Space Cowboy" thing. on
Oh
Reddit.
no. Well, what is it?
It's the story of this like guy and his best friend. She's like dying of cancer, and so like every day he basically goes to the hospital and they watch an episode of Cowboy Bebop.
Oh.
And so she dies before the 25th episode.
Oh.
And like he just like doesn't have the heart to finish it. And then his friend's mother comes up to him one day and hands him a box, and it's like the last episode on a disc and like a picture of them. And he's like finishing the last episode. He's like crying, and like right before the episode finishes, he looks down at the picture, and it's like he notices that there's writing on it, and it says "See you later, space cowboy." And he looks up, and it's like Spike, and he like the part where he like dies. And I was just like, oh my god, that's so fucking sad! It's just like, you just look up and it's just like, bang, and it's just like, see you later, Space Cowboy.
Oh,
You're gonna carry that way now?
he's gonna carry that weight.
Someone's gonna carry that way.
So is that explains the half gallon of ice cream in your fridge?
It's okay.
I seriously cry. Every time I finish Cowboy Bebop, I seriously fucking cry because I
Ice
know
cream,
it's over.
more like cry scream.
You're so mean!
It's like, why does this taste so salty? God damn.
Seriously, if there's
Oh,
one
you
thing,
know why.
if there's one thing guaranteed to make me cry like a bitch, it's finishing Cowboy Bebop because that's like my
The
favorite
best ice
fucking
cream,
show.
best flavor ice cream, Sebastian's Tears.
They're salty, sweet, and a little spicy.
Jerk off into
Is that the
now,
Mexican
yeah,
part?
here's the question: is it tears or is it something else? It's probably
Like I
a mix.
said.
No, no, it's this,
You
it's
know.
this Mexican
Well, whenever
weird
he gets
blood
sad, he's
mixed
a
in
little
with
frisky,
it.
you know. And then the ice cream.
Sometimes my brows are horribly depressing because it's better than porn.
He gets sad, he jerks off, and then he passes
That's what
out.
red
There
tube
you
is
go,
for.
yeah.
No,
buddy.
but I don't know what started it, but like I was watching Legend of the Legendary Heroes because
What
I want
is-
to be a legendary hero. Legend of the Legendary Heroes, like I normally am very hard to get to watch anime, so it took.
I think my girlfriend's been watching that.
So like Legend of Legendary Heroes is anime about like I can't tell if it's like a comedy or like a serious show because like I'll be watching it and it's like it's so funny and then all of a sudden there's a rape scene and I'm just like
That's funny.
I was gonna say it's something like Slayers, but
So
like,
it's-
until you
it's
said
a-
the rape
it's
scene, I'm like,
kinda
never
reminiscent of,
mind.
like Soul Eater and shit, I suppose.
Kind
Well,
of.
No.
Not nearly as grotesque, but you know, yeah.
Well, I told him about it. The only reason I actually started watching it was because me and my dad are huge anime junkies, and so we watch anime on Netflix all the time. And he's like, "Look at this fucking anime. It's called Legend of Legendary Heroes. That is like the worst title ever." So we just started watching it for kicks. Like, this is gonna be awful.
But
And
it's
it was-
amazing.
It was fucking amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh shit! You know what? Just speaking of anime, I
What?
totally forgot Akira for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna Evangelion the shit out of you.
Speaking of which,
Wait, you
I got to go see
No,
the
no,
3.0.
no, no, no. If you're gonna say that, you say you're gonna third impact his asshole.
Was that a mountain? You bet. That's my favorite part of Legend of Legendary Heroes. First episode, they like blow up a mountain. It's just like, is that a mountain? I don't know anymore. That's literally as much like, I don't know anymore.
But funny,
And then they just leave. And then basically, I love that show because the destruction value is almost as bad as Man of Steel. Every time they have a fight, they blow up like a small country, and it's just like. They just leave, and there's like no consequences. And then the king's always like, why are we at constant war? I don't know, because he keep fucking sending people out to blow up small country. There's this like fucking farmer there, and he's just chilling out. This fucking dude lives in there and blows up, and he's just like, my crops.
My cabbages.
how many of you guys? How many of you
It
guys
took me 3
actually?
days to make that potato salad.
3 days! Sack of potatoes.
So how many of you guys actually seen Evangelion, like
Hashtag
the originals?
I have.
If you- I got to go see the 3.0 that was that was at the movie theater at Alamo.
Really?
Oh, it was.
What was the stuff
awesome.
they played before?
What's Evangelion?
Is that
I do
is
not
that-
want to even
is
go
that
to
like
this.
Gundam?
Is
No.
that like Maruba Text?
Okay,
No.
I actually want to add on to your little depressing story
It's
spree
fucking
thing,
insane
Sebastian,
to discuss.
You know.
because usually you check out sad, depressing things. I just go on to like fucking SCP and read every fucking article I can get my grubby
Dude,
hands
SCP
on.
makes me cry.
Every time.
Because the bad guys
Everton.
never.
Oh, God.
No, it's like a cliffhanger. It's like you don't know if they can win. You just know that, you know, a whole bunch of people have died and it's in prison again, but you don't know if it's gonna bust back out with a vengeance.
Attack on Titan, finally on Netflix.
That is the
Oh.
fastest. That is the fastest I've ever seen something
That's
new.
because
But you know what?
Just be
But-
like,
well, the reason why is because it was made by Funimation.
That too.
Yeah, Funimation Horse.
Well, they're not Funimation. They didn't make it, but
my
they-
dumbass
they
bought
dubbed
it, worth every
And
$11.
they're doing. Yeah,
I watched it
Funimation's
for
doing
free
a really
online,
fast
that
job of
was
dubbing
so-
it.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to own it, so you.
But on Netflix,
Just so I could watch Sexy Captain kill
it
people.
was done
That's why
by
you don't
Funimation.
have money.
Okay, well the thing is, it's
Well, I
it's
don't-
in Japanese, so they don't have an actual dubbed version yet.
No, job version hasn't even been confirmed yet.
No.
People keep asking me like, when's the second season happening? I'm just like, chill your fucking tits. Do you know how not like I was surprised at
when's
how
the second
like
season happening?
Read the fucking manga.
no. Like if you read the manga, you'd know that like it's not even really that fucking far from the end of the anime. They're like the manga's like maybe like 15, like 20 chapters ahead. That's it. They're barely on like chapter 52. Chapter 52 still isn't officially out yet.
And really, with the quality of the animation in that show, it's gonna take a fucking long time.
That's the biggest thing is that like just between the quality of animation and just everything else, it's like you can't expect them to like just churn this shit out.
Like that's one of the things that really hooked me on that when I finally ended up watching that. Is like this looks
right, like usually
really fucking good compared to all the other animes.
Yeah, because like I remember distinctly like always hearing arguments. It's like no, you don't fucking get
What are you
it.
doing?
And they'll walk it through. It's like look. This is how a human body moves when it is flung with so much force.
Oh my god, guess what?
Oh my god. You toolbox.
Am I the only one that doesn't like Attack on Titan?
You really didn't
What?
like it? Really?
Why not?
She says it's too depressing to watch.
No, it's not that it's too depressing. It's too fucking grotesquely violent for no fucking reason.
It is.
Hold on, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes. No.
Okay, then
No, I don't. No, I don't. It's the
Oh.
same fucking thing.
You
It
watch
was just tear somebody in half and fucking blood everywhere and guts
Yeah.
and lymph.
That's the point.
I was gonna say
And it
like
has
Game of
no
Thrones.
emotional value whatsoever. It's
Oh
just
my
like,
god, are you kidding me? It has so much emotional
does
value. I
not.
cried.
Sure.
I cried 4 times.
It had emotional value to
You'll-
Aaron
you'll-
when his
you'll-
mom
you'll-
got
Let me
eaten.
level here. Japan.
That is.
That's
true.
all the fucking backstory.
Okay,
You
let me
have
ask
to
you
give
this.
it a second chance and watch like
And
the
if
Okay.
they
first,
do it, they will
watch
do
it.
So let me ask you then, Taylor. Did you watch Death Note?
No, I did not watch.
Then you're missing out.
I only watched
Death
like,
Note is really good. It's made by the same people
It's
that
good
did
until
Attack on
Eldar.
Titan, and it's
Yeah, then it stopped
really,
being
really
good.
good. Except, well, until the second season
Actually,
part.
I
Take a
remember-
potato chip and eat it.
I actually
Okay, that
it
was
sounds
the English.
stupid, but I actually saw the live action of
Those
that.
weren't too bad.
It was actually pretty damn good.
What
Hey,
is-
so guess
live
what?
action of
So
Death
guess
Note.
what?
Oh
Speaking
yeah, that
of-
was really good. I got both of the movies.
Actually,
Speaking
how
of-
many of y'all have seen the live action of fucking Phoenix Wright?
It's on YouTube.
I
It's
know.
awesome.
I've watched
The
the whole thing.
full
I'm like,
version is on
I
YouTube.
think that captures it so fucking well.
It does.
Because it's like
Sebastian's kind of
you
like,
know,
wait,
it
there's
seems
an
like
actual
so
Phoenix
badass in the
Wright
game, but in
movie.
reality,
There
he's
is
just
Sebastian.
winging it.
Okay.
Do you know how I feel about the fact that you don't like Attack on Titan? That's how I feel about it.
See, okay,
Where's
I
your
agree
stab
with you. I
music?
agree with you. It has really good characters.
It's
It
very
has
good.
really, really good animation.
It's just
But they
hard
kill
to,
him off
it's
so
just,
easy.
They
It's
killed him off, and it's like
That's
I
the
don't even
point.
have the amount
That's
of
the
time
point.
The thing is, I don't have enough time to actually get emotionally attached to them before they're just like, fuck it, we're tearing off all
Well,
of them.
they,
Yeah, but that's
they
the,
did that. They
that's
did
the
that,
beauty
they did
of the
that
actual
for the first,
anime is the fact that like
But
even
they
though
did-
they,
they
even
did
though they're
that
trying to
all
save
your-
humanity,
Yeah, they
they're
did that
still
for the
losing
first-
people.
No, but they did that for the first few episodes. As you progress the manga, it has stopped. They haven't killed off characters much. But when they do kill characters off, it's like horrible now.
I
It's
do
like,
respect that there's not enough time to attach to the characters and they just kill them off, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever.
Drews! And
Yeah,
it's like,
that was my biggest.
But
point, is
it-
that
it
But
really-
that's the point to show you how
Yeah.
futile the fight is. It's so
It
fucking
enhances
futile.
enhances the feeling of desperation that
Yeah.
humanity has.
They're fucking so.
And then Titan powers.
And then yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
fuck you,
like-
I'm just gonna punch you to death.
Don't
And then in the manga, you learn about his new power, and you're just like, really?
Yeah, that was
spoil it. I haven't read any of the manga.
Read the manga.
It was basically I just
I
killed
didn't-
everybody. Oh wait, never mind.
So hey, check this out. So
I've been
you know-
watching the new Hajime no Ippo boxing anime.
Honestly,
Fuck
the
is that?
biggest thing that I love
It's
about that show
really
are all the
good.
really retarded gifs that I see, or
What?
gifs that I see of it.
Of what?
The Attack on Titan gifs that are just just.
So-
I love
such a
this.
huge
I love the
fucking
whole
character.
Attack on Titan gifts with
Well, honestly, the
and
Christmas
Robin
sets
such
that
a
they
steam.
made were fucking ridiculous. Because the part where fucking God damn it, what's his name? The whiny blonde bitch.
Armin?
Aaron?
Armin, that one.
Yeah,
But the part where he's about to get eaten, they wind up reskinning the Titan into
Armin.
fucking Santa. And it's
No
like,
one
oh
likes
shit, I
Armin.
forgot his cookies. It's like, hey Armin, you got my cookies? It's like, shit.
Have you watched Attack on Titan Abridged?
Yes.
I-
How do I eat you?
No, I am the one who works at the gas tanks. Click, click.
Harmonize with me, maggot!
What the fuck?
You haven't seen that?
Yes,
Team
it
4
is
started
fucking-
an Attack on Titan Abridged.
No, I know
Okay,
it's there.
all right,
Yeah,
Armin. So I'm gonna count of 3. I'm gonna pull my arm out, and you're gonna pull me out, right? 1, 2, bam! And it just ends like that. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like Aaron gets eaten, and I'm just like, oh my god.
And then,
I know they've been releasing all this good shit, but I just haven't like set aside the time to watch it all.
yeah, I remember someone telling me about it, but I haven't gone and watched it.
Oh, the
Like,
potato
somebody
girls
was
are sitting there like looking at the potato like,
How do I eat you? So you like potatoes, huh? You like potatoes?
That's racist.
You guys
on
like
Shamrock.
crab?
You like crab? Me too.
I don't know who you are, but I'm going to find you.
And you will kill me.
Krillin?
Yeah,
they actually had a new episode of DBZ Abridged.
probably.
They
Like I
also
said,
made
I
a
just
fucking
haven't watched
entire new movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. It's actually really good. Apparently
Wait,
it's
are you
like-
talking about the actual
Oh, that's
movie
an
movie?
actual thing.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I've
forever, bro.
It's.
I kinda stopped
forgot.
watching
It's
it
Well,
after
the
a while.
American version
never
is about to come
ends.
Really? I thought it came out last year.
No, that was the Japanese
That was just
version.
the Japanese version. The American version is about to be released.
This is the one with like
They
he's
got
finding
all
a
the
Anubis or
original
something like
voice
that,
actors
right?
back. I was like, Jesus, it's been years.
Yeah, is that the one where he's finding somebody that kind of looks
He's
like
fighting
Anubis?
the Anubis cat
Yeah.
fucker.
I never wanted
It's
to watch
basically
that.
fighting another DBZ character.
Pretty much.
Hey Carson,
Yeah.
guess how I feel about us going to a con?
It's the most epic
Okay, I was
thing ever.
expecting the fucking Attack on Titan thing, and then just. Dude.
Weren't expecting that, were you?
Wait. Do the eyebrow thing again.
Wait, is that gonna be our intro when we go to the con?
Okay, you are fucking Dr. Wag the Mexican style. You are
Walk
fucking
down
We
the
Dr.
need
aisle.
Wag.
we needed announcers because as soon as the our panel starts, we need that
Oh,
music
actually,
playing. It's like,
actually,
welcome.
actually, I had a new
No.
idea for a radio.
Run down the
Basically,
middle
so
aisle.
last year at our con, what we did was we advertised ourselves. This year, I'm gonna get us a radio to walk around in, and it's just gonna play 3 songs. All right, it's gonna play 3 fucking
It's
songs.
gonna be that, the
It's
sad
gonna,
one.
it's
and-
no. It's gonna play Mystery Skulls, Money. It's gonna play the Friendship Is Manly song, and it's gonna play Pompeii Pirate by Starcadian.
And then all of a sudden,
That's it.
then all of a sudden, random YouTube guy comes outside and says, "Content ID, shut that off."
Then we slap him in the face and say,
It'll be
"Fuck
Saber
you."
Sparks shutting down everyone.
I still hoping there's a comedy question here to that.
How many of those do you
Tuesday After
have
Caffeine does
like,
that again.
sitting on there?
He has it saved on like as a favorite.
You're still not done. What the fuck?
This is my favorite riff of all time, dude.
Dude, that's like everybody's favorite.
Dude, okay, so I felt so cool yesterday. I was driving home.
Oh dear God.
And I was blasting Pompeii Pirate, and I had like my windows open and shit. And you know how that fucking song is? It's just like you're like the goddamn club in Blade Runner. And I'm just driving, and I stop at a stoplight, and like it's like at the cool down part, and these fucking kids in their car like look at me, and they're just like, what? And I just
What are
like
you
drove and it
listening
goes,
to?
bow, 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 and I'm just like, oh my god, that guy is so cool. And shit. And I'm just like, you fucking bet I am.
Okay, now see, I want to comment on this. This is how we knew you were
Like-
coming home.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's
like
how
a mile
we
away.
heard you before you hit the stop sign. We were like, oh, yep, there's Sebastian. It was like, do-doom, do-doom, do-doom.
Yeah, I could see you
It's like-
headbanging in your car.
All right, here, check it out. So this played right when I was like I was driving away. And Starcadian, I know you probably don't give a shit because you hate content IDs. I love you. Please listen to our podcast. I've emailed you like 4 times asking you to come to Austin. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Stalker! I want to touch you.
Come,
He wants to Pompey your pirate.
So basically, like this. What is it? Like I was just like driving off, and then like this starts like this part. Like I'm just like sitting there. I'm just like sitting in my car. I'm like I'm so fucking cool. Like look at me sitting in my car listening to this. And like the start light goes green, and I like rev up my engine. And like as I rev up my engine, like this part plays right now. And I just like drive off because like that guy's so fucking cool. I'm just like bitch. Dude, I fucking love
That's like the bad
Starcadian.
thing. You can just picture that, like him driving on the sunset and
I
putting his
just,
hair
you know,
like
I
this,
just
like
need-
this,
I
like
just
fuck
need to
you
have,
all.
I just need to have emergency sunglasses for me to just be like, I don't have sunglasses.
I thought I was vain.
No.
What the fuck?
You bet.
really? You think you can compete with
Really?
Sebastian?
Pompeii
I have a brand
Pirate!
new car. Of course I can.
I'm driving a shitty Mazda. People are like, that guy's so fucking cool. Look at him go.
Whatever.
I'm gonna buy those.
You can't be vain anymore. You don't have a booze fountain in your house.
And then when they
booze.
You fail at
He
life.
needs a boost tree. Like, just a little tree with one of those spigots.
Yes,
Wait,
we know. What happened to the
Wait,
tree?
wait,
in
wait,
life?
Okay. I
Is-
need to
is
get
it a
a
boost
guava
tree?
plant in my house. Then I can.
Wait,
say
hold
I
on.
do.
And now a new segment. By edit that out. Cosmos sex tips.
Okay, ladies.
Oh, please
if
do.
you really
Is
want
that
to pleasure
actually
your
the-
man.
Oh, that looks so
¿Quién
bad on
dijo
you,
que el
brother.
shampoo tan solo limpia el cabello?
Hey,
Oh, that was
now.
so sexy, girl.
You bet, girl. Do that to your man and he'll.
You look just like Kim Kardashian.
It made me jizz just a little bit.
Just the
Just a
tip.
little bit.
Just a bit.
Just
Large paycheck from alimony not included.
You know what I have to say to that? You know what to say to that?
No. I have a good idea, but. Yeah.
You bet, girl. I just play Pompeii Pirate. That's my new song.
Okay.
Is that your theme song now?
That's my theme. That is like my life theme song, dude. If I had to pick anything to just follow me around and play continuously, it would be fucking Sarkadian's Pompeii Pirate.
No, we
With
need,
various interruptions
we
of
need,
the sad whole theme
our
because good
really
God, you are
theme
depressing.
song be played at our
Did I
parents.
No.
tell you what happened?
Huh?
Did I tell you what happened the music related in the car? I was driving north at 5:30 on Wolves Branch, and it was like traffic backed up to like almost a Mopac. I'm just sitting there in traffic and nobody's moving, and this
on-
kid
is this on
rolls up
Farmer?
at me in his shitty ass Pontiac with his windows rolled down and his face all the way up. And he's like, he's like, just the whitest kid in the world with his hat on backwards, and I'm like. Okay, yeah.
The white
I'm
kid that
totally-
wishes he was black.
Yeah, I'm totally impressed by you. And so his song ends, and I turn mine to the shitty rap station, turned my face all the way up, and I'm like, what? Out my open window, and the kid goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, yeah!
No wifing in the club. Give me $20. Give me $20. And this kid's just like, and you just look at him and you just walk him quietly like, I'll be fucking wifing in your club tonight.
Oh, please do.
Why do I get the feeling that I would sound like that if we ever went to a club? Sneaky man.
90 mean.
So, well, I don't know. Did you watch the recent episode of Game Grumps on
No.
Metroid?
Oh my
Metroid?
God,
Okay,
really?
which
The,
one?
Oh my
just a
God.
recent one where freaking Aaron was talking about I was telling Danny about there was a lot of hentai nudie pictures
Was
of
it the
Samus.
G-Club?
And Sandy's like, I gotta check this out. She pulls up his laptop and starts looking through nude pictures of
And
Samus.
he actually
And then
does
Barry,
this.
put those pictures up. I've been like, we're like,
Except
the
with
gross
Ross's
parts are at.
face
Put
on
Ross's
the
face
dog
on it.
face.
It's like, I was like, oh my god, really?
At one point, I was like, "Oh, I've seen that one before."
They showed a picture of what was
What
it?
are you, Jesse?
What was it?
Yeah,
Samus
exactly. What do you
and Kip
mean?
from Kid Icarus. They were scissoring or something like that. I was like, what?
Who even scissors?
This one's my
Oh,
favorite
shit.
one. She's like this.
That's a great visual.
Is that your
Wait,
photo
Wait,
box?
wait,
Great visual.
Just imagine that in your mind's audience. It
That
could be
needs to
anything
be,
you
that
want.
needs to be the
Hey,
thumbnail for
glad-
this
glad we
episode.
haven't-
Come on.
No,
But
wait,
we
wait,
haven't
wait.
gotten upgraded to
Wait.
No! You see, you need somebody to stand right behind him, just that looks just like his shirt.
Oh god. Yes.
Holy
No,
crap.
there you go.
Jesse, you're not gonna get in there?
Oh no, I am actually. Yes.
Oh, that is
Oh!
so nice.
Rub it a little. Yes. Get a little excited.
Oh, here we go.
Can I see that, please?
Okay, we need to see this.
That's a thumbnail. Hang on.
It's like,
It's
wait.
So, I hope you guys enjoy that.
Wait.
Hey Sebastian.
Soon.
How do you feel
In
about
case
your
you're
wife?
wondering, this is why you have that very, very bizarre picture that you've been staring at for the past 40 minutes.
And you are falling in love with it.
Barry, put that picture in right
So
now.
Sebastian, how'd you like your white
Oh,
bread
God.
sandwich?
I bet you're
Oh,
digging
that's
my
awesome.
luscious bats right about now.
Oh man, those babs.
My bats.
He can feel those chickens.
What does that even fucking mean?
Because you were talking about today earlier on Facebook.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want chicken. Chicken nuggets.
Did you like that gif of the
Where the
chicken?
Where the fuck did you find that?
Hold on, come here.
Like, oh my
I haven't seen
god.
it today. I've been working.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
It
Oh my
was
god.
so
Sebastian was all like, "Hey,
It's
no,
so
no,
fucking
no."
random.
Carson was like, "I'm going to Wendy's to go get some food. Does anybody want to join me?" beforehand, and Sebastian's
I'm
like,
always
give me some chicken nuggets, and it poses this really awkward, like,
With
Christmas.
honey
No. Here's the thing.
You want a chicken?
He was originally like, just get me chicken. It's like, what kind of chicken? It's like, just the chicken.
Chicken.
It's like, what chicken?
Where
There's
did
a lot
we-
of
this
chicken.
chicken.
Where did we post that? Where was
image
that?
that
Where
is
is
just
that?
so bizarre.
Summer States.
Is
And
it
he's
Summer
just like,
States?
you
It
know,
was in
the
the
chicken
event.
with the honey sauce. I just, at that point, I was just like, I don't, because this was a few minutes after
Yeah,
I
there we
had
are.
woken up.
There it is.
So I was immediately
That was
just,
mine, but
I give up.
There you
Like,
go.
What do you want with it? Just,
God.
I
Look at that
just,
chicken
just
go.
look at
Look
it.
at that chicken go. Put a link to that, man. We need to put a link to
I
that.
wish that could
Link
be
in
our
the
thumbnail.
description. Because my,
Do that for the entire hour and a half of that.
No,
I just-
that GIF to Pompeii Pirate. That's the entire video.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna test that out later. I'm gonna send Starcadian that in an
no.
email. You smash them together.
no, give gift sound.
Gift mash.
Give gift sound.
Yeah, gift sound.
There you go.
oh my, no.
And he's just gonna be like,
Oh my God.
I really love Starcadian. I hope you guys know that. I really love him.
I wish.
Oh man, so me and Kayla discovered the greatest fucking thing ever
Was
yesterday.
it Starcadian?
Wait, what?
Robert Downey Jr. went to a
my
fucking
God.
Sting concert, okay? He just goes to a Sting concert because he likes Sting. He's like a big Black Sabbath. That's why they made Tony started listening to Black Sabbath for their movies. He's a huge Black Sabbath fan. And so he goes up to the Sting concert and he just walks up on fucking stage like a cool ass motherfucker in his suit and everything, grabs the microphone, and Sting just looks at me. He's like, just fucking nods, and he just starts singing.
It was
He
wonderful.
fucking starts, and he has a voice. I was just like, oh fuck that man so bad.
You fucked up that sober.
Fun story. I got compared to Robert Downey once.
Really?
You
Yeah.
kind of look like
You
him.
do.
I believe it, but you don't nearly have the douchiness.
Hey.
You're so
No, it's the
did they-
ironic.
Did Marvel?
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
He's
speaking
just
of
so
Robert Downey
neutral.
Jr., didn't they? Marvel said that he was going to be possibly playing Doctor Strange or something like that.
No, that was Johnny fucking Depp.
That's not Depp. That's right.
What?
Johnny Depp is not a good choice for Doctor Strange. Just like motherfucking Michael Keaton.
But
is
he's
gonna
so
be,
strange.
Man,
Why is
And
Michael
this
Keaton
one,
Ant-Man?
ejects
Like,
and
Michael
my own
Keaton
stuff.
is Ant-Man? No, Carson, get over here.
No, I don't do this comic-y. Nah, I don't.
You don't do that.
What? Shit.
okay. So we're talking about comics then. So explain to me what the Peter Parker.
Oh,
thing.
right. So you'll actually want to get in on this. So this is actually kind of cool. So
Okay.
Marvel has pulled what I like to call a DC, which is, hey, we can't even theoretically kill our characters, or hey, we can't even really kill our characters. So basically, Peter Parker, as far as everybody knows, is dead in every universe. Him and Doc Ock switched brains, and then he literally beat the shit out of his old body and ripped an eye. It was fucking brutal. And so he's dead now. And basically what happens is, recently in the comics, Peter's like ex, the one who was a police officer, goes to like Doc Ock's grave, and she like digs up the grave, and she's just like sitting there like all like, I'm sorry, Peter. Nobody even mourned you, and she's just all fucking sad that like it took her this long to figure it out. And she digs up the grave to like see the body, you know, to make sure that it's Peter. And like the corpse and like the coffin is empty, so Doc Ock's body is gone. And so basically, like recently, Marvel announced, and I have no idea what's going on. But recently, Marvel announced this new thing called The Return of Peter Parker, which is basically Amazing Spider-Man #1. So
It's amazing, not the ultimate.
no, it's the Amazing Spider-Man. So it's brand new Amazing Spider-Man for 2014. It was like, I was surprised. I didn't think they would actually, because it's about 25 issues in, and they've been keeping at it with the whole Peter Parker's dead thing, and out of nowhere, it just gets spoiled. Hey, he's coming back, and everybody's just like, fucking really, guys? Like,
Couldn't you just kept with the with them
and
being
then
dead?
it's really fucking weird, because every Spider-Man is going to be in this comic. Ultimate Spider-Man gets saved at the end of Cataclysm and thrown into the standard, like, in the standard 681 universe, or 682 universe. So now a Miles Morales is in Manhattan, like, and is meeting up with Peter Parker, and then fucking Spider-Man 2099 from the future got thrown into the past,
That's
and
a
now
little
he's there
bullshit,
too.
right?
So it's real, and then fucking Scarlet I was fucking confusing as shit.
It's, Carnage and Venom and
Oh yeah, and then
Mayhem.
you know how excited I am that they're doing a comic next 2 months. It's Carnage versus Deadpool.
That'd be a good game.
All I heard is Deadpool, and that's kind of pretty much all I need.
You don't know
Carnage versus Deadpool is gonna be.
I have no idea who the hell Carnage is.
So Carnage is like the red Venom, and he's just kills people.
He's
zero.
just
I don't
massively
know
insane.
who the Red Venom is.
He's sexy.
When I said I don't do comic books, I was not fucking
Carson,
with you.
I'm gonna.
You never played Maximum Carnage on the Super NES back then?
That's what you fucking bring up, not the, hey, did you ever read Maximum Carnage?
No, the thing is,
did you ever play Maximum Carnage?
No, I think because Maximum Carnage was the first time I was introduced to.
Honestly,
to
that
him.
was kind of a good way to go about it.
Because then that's what like, oh, dude, this
Super
fucking
Nintendo
guy's
game
bad.
stuff.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit you down one day and you're gonna fucking read through some of my comics and you're gonna get involved.
Yeah.
You will.
You
won't have
that's
to
an
buy them.
addiction. I don't want to get
No,
involved.
you won't have to buy them, but you can just come to my house and read
No,
them.
I'm saying that's an addiction. I don't want to get involved.
You could either just
Oh no, it's
download
okay.
it.
It's okay.
I already have enough of them.
No, it's okay. It's shh.
Watching porn.
Wait, so
Not an
like,
addiction.
like Spider-Man's gonna be like
It's
Power
natural.
Rangers now, or what the fuck is
apparently it's the Spider-Man now. So
Spider-Man
fucking
Force, assemble!
yeah, and it's like Miles Morales, a hero from an alternate universe, and then it's like fucking Kane, the clone of Spider-Man.
Personally,
It's the
Let's
Spider
do
Rangers.
Spy Ginger.
Spider Rangers, yeah.
oh god.
I
No,
I don't need that.
Every one of them
One
is
thing
just
that
like
I
a
kinda wanted
their bot is just a spider.
You know,
I form one of the legs.
okay,
This
so
little slinky thing
I'm-
you're tripping out.
like I said, I'm not really a fan of comics, but if there was one that I would actually want to read, it would probably be one of fucking Guacamelee, because god damn it, I've been playing through that game and I fucking love it.
You guys don't know what Guacam? Oh, I downloaded. They made a Samus Aran skin for it.
Oh
And
god,
the
really?
chicken is the morph ball. So,
Yes!
I downloaded that, but it, you can only play it as Tostada, but it's really cool.
That's still pretty fucking awesome. Though.
So basically, Guacamelee is this really awesome game. If you guys haven't played it, I highly recommend
I've
it.
seen it. I don't
It's-
remember
It's a lot of
It is
fun.
a classic Metroid style for it is it's like Metroidvania. As much as I hate that term, it's Metroidvania. It's a Metroid / Castlevania style game where you get a big open world and you run around and you have to save the president's daughter. But the gist of it, the thing that makes it so appealing is it's entirely based around the world of Mexican luchadors. So it is so fucking amazing because like you just do like suplexes and shit to like kill enemies. It's
Okay, I know which game you're
not
talking
only
about
that,
now.
but just like all the different
All
sides
the
of
different
shit. There
references,
are so many
too.
references in
Oh,
there. You
man,
will not
that
get
game's
bored with it.
references.
Like I spent a solid hour just looking at all the different references in one of the fucking towns.
I think my
It just
favorite
has
one. I
so
think my
many
favorite
of
one
them.
is El Linko fighting the knight
Yes.
only, and it's just like Link is like a fucking Mexican pro wrestler.
Yeah.
And he's just like lifting Ganondorf and like chucking him to the ground, and I was like,
There
Jesus
was one.
If only they made a Legend of Zelda game like that, where Link just wears spandex shorts, runs around, and punches everything with his bare hands. He's like, grappling hook, I'm not a bitch, and just jumps across the
Grappling hook, I'll
chasm.
give you a
I
grappling
am a grappling hook.
Like people would pay money to see that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Speaking of which,
Some
I
people
will
will.
also
Just the
Hyrule
storyline.
Heroes.
The coolest part is that it's a beat 'em up. Like anybody can get into it. It's just
very,
fun to
very
play.
easy.
It's fun to pick up and play.
A fucking toaster can run it, by the way, too. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you would know,
seriously,
Sebastian.
check it out. It's super cheap. It's awesome, and oh my god,
This thing-
fucking
That's your toaster.
the fucking
It's
sword
pretty powerful,
just
but it doesn't
is
have a
so
graphics
glorious.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, I mean, speaking of things like Guacamelee,
Playing a lot of roguelike, I guess, lately.
fuck it,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
It's
had
a
it in
fun
my
game.
mind.
It's
It is.
really kind
What
of
was it?
addicting. It's
Fuck.
like you're like,
It has
oh,
really
I got
good
some.
appeal, but there's a point where you finally hit a cap, and it's just like I.
Oh, yeah.
Dumb. I was like,
So
oh,
let's
I'm
let's
done with
talk
this.
about
Yeah.
the fantastic and very entertaining new concept that, first of all, the Wii U is getting a Dynasty Warriors version of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Why?
Yeah, I think-
Why
I
is
heard about that.
Where the fuck is my goddamn Metroid sequel? Shut the fuck
hey,
up,
they're
Link.
making
Nobody cares.
Dude,
They
they're
are
making a
making
Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem crossover.
What?
for the Wii U. Yes.
What?
Oh.
You didn't know about that?
What?
Oh,
No, I didn't hear about
What?
that.
Yeah, apparently,
What?
like everyone from
What?
Megami.
We heard you the first time. So
Yeah, apparently they're
I'll have to tell
adding like all the pro tags from Megami Tensei 1 all the way up to 4, so it's like
Dude.
Flynn, the Demi Fiend, and like everyone else
Holy
in the
shit.
fire, like,
Who's that?
and then they're having all like a few of the lords from Fire Emblem and shit. It's gonna be fucking.
Okay, considering Fire Emblem's gameplay and then all of the fucking shipment, oh my god.
It's gonna be.
That's
pretty
gonna be fucking insane.
Hey, so I know exactly. I know.
Squishy.
Oh my god.
Doof.
It's adorable.
Great.
Get jag. It's a
We'll rip off the
squishy.
wings.
Hey, so is this kind of how you feel about that crossover?
That's how I feel about the crossover.
Whose is this?
Dude, it's mine.
Yes.
Where did you get this from?
I got it from Robert, but we got it from stores.
Which store?
Like I'm
The
not
store!
much-
I didn't hear what he
Store
said.
where we buy
Rogues.
pumps.
Like there's
Rogues.
some things that I just geek the fuck over about and just check out all the
They're like,
orange shit.
what,
Oh,
$30
do you know
Shin
what I'm-
Megami Tensei is
Like
one
a
of those
whole bunch
things
of
that
them?
I'm
I know.
I need to
so
play
into
four,
because
like,
it gets
really
so
bad.
fucking
I'm
weird.
And I understand that, Carson. 'cause
Oh,
I
Because
Actually,
actually,
there's a lot
thing.
that isn't really explained,
cool.
so it's like that whole Dark Souls thing where it's
Not to
kind of
men-
left to the fans to the most part. It's
and
like,
not to mention like all the different information they have about all the deities and shit.
oh
It's
yeah,
it's
because like
it's
just
Soul
just
Hacker's
all
good.
different gods and shit. It's like they got it down to a
Should I get
T.
4 or Soul Hackers first?
4.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I've
gonna
got a
go-
couple
I
of
had to
friends that
play
just
this
talk
one.
about
It's
theory
like
and
30
shit.
bucks.
And it's just like, oh my
I
god.
was gonna
What
play
game are we
it.
talking about again?
Yeah.
Persona.
Oh,
Shin Megami
Persona.
What are you, Yahtzee?
Yes.
Zero punctuation. And then, just Spec Ops The Line is about the sadness of
He's
death.
got all the
and,
sadness.
like, you just
and all
gotta...
these Mad Zombie.
Yeah,
I
and-
don't really give a
That's how he ends the Spec Ops Line video, because it ends on a really sad point. It's like, it's about sadness, the descent into horridness and everything, and it's just like...
He just doesn't like anything, does he? Actually, he does. He actually likes Silent Hill 2 and...
His favorite game of the year was Spec Ops The Line.
Was it?
If you, oh yeah. Also, speaking of depressing things, so and I actually did. Why don't you just go fuck I did actually. I did. Yeah. Oh yeah. I actually.
Besides
No.
the
But before we get on that, I actually sat down and
Colonial
bought Spec Ops
Marines.
The Line and played it
Oh,
recently.
is that the one you were playing the other day?
Have you guys played Spec Ops The Line?
Yes.
It is the most dark fucking. It's like. I think the best it beats Apocalypse Now in its retelling of Heart of Darkness. It really
Really?
does beat Apocalypse Now in its retelling of Heart of Darkness.
I bought that...
It's such a dark and consistent shooter. I really like it because every part of it plays into the design. And as somebody that studies game design, I think it's very, very crucial that you play that game because it's a very good understanding of how to correctly do a story and make your gameplay actually complement the story. Because
And
it's
especially in a shooter, which
it's
are very...
yes, and that's what I love the most. And actually,
generic.
Schwinn brought it up earlier on Facebook. One of his friends brought it up that it's actually built to play like a boring modern military shooter because it shows that the gameplay it shows that the situations can be incredibly stressful because a lot of parts of the game, especially the part where I'm at towards the end, you are just so outgunned and outnumbered. And feels you start to feel actually stressed and worried and it's crazy because zero punctuation Yahtzee does a great response of it. It's like it makes the player feel like you are I forget the commander's name, but it makes you feel like you are his last remaining remnants of humanity. Like you're not actually playing him, but you are what is left of his humanity as it's all crumbling away before his eyes. Like, I think the most brutal part of that game is small spoilers here. The game's been out for 2 years
White
already.
phosphorus?
No, the part where you are actually you crash land for the second time with your helicopter, and you have to go and rescue your teammate. He's and first of all, it's really brutal because as you progress through the game starts off, and whenever you yell commands, it's like eliminate Tango. And then towards the game, your guy just starts screaming "Fucking kill that guy! I don't want him on the field anymore." He starts becoming more and more desperate as the game progresses, and what are you on? What are you doing?
I'm looking for. You're talking about how something stresses you out. I remember telling you about
Floppy
how
wieners?
Huh?
It's like South Park stuff.
But yeah, no, and then towards the end of the game, when you finally get to the camp, he's being hung by civilians. I won't tell you why. There's actually a lot of reasoning why, but he's being hung by civilians, and so you tear him down. You shoot the rope and you get him down, and he's basically dead. He dies because all the helicopter crash and then being hung, he dies, and it's really, really fucking sad. So you're given two options, which I think is the most realistic options ever. You're given the option to either A, open fire into a crowd of innocent, unarmed civilians, or B, show restraint. And it's it's really, really fucked up that they do this, but they make it so that the first thing you would do is shoot into the crowd. They make it so incredibly hard to show the restraint that is necessary. And it's such a honestly, it's one of the best games I've played in a very, very long time. Because it actually makes you feel like like you are watching somebody descend into complete and utter madness.
It actually makes moral choices.
Very hard. It is very hard.
It's
to play
not
that
do I
game.
want stat A or B. It's
No,
what
it's
will
like
I do.
can I live with myself after I... And it's horrible because your teammates will respond to what you do. So, like the white phosphorus part is so fucking depressing. Because it's like, they look at you like you're a fucking monster. And your guy's only rationale is just to be like, it needed to be done. It's just what needs to be done. Like, that's the only reason he can give himself, which is, it's just what needed to be done. And then, like, he'll go on these tangents later when you're walking, and he'll just, like, start talking to himself. And it's just so fucking it's such a great game. Like, it's such a fantastic experience. And I really like the setting that they gave it in is this potential, like, Dubai. Like, you know how Dubai used to have sandstorm problems, right? And there a lot of scientists theorize that Dubai by, like, 2014 would have been overtaken by sandstorms. That's what the game is based in. It's based in a Dubai that's been overtaken by sandstorms. And so the military sends a bunch of people over there to execute rescue forces, but they declare failure, and then they rebel, and they decide to stay, and then shit just goes very, very heart of darkness. And it's a fantastic experience. It's very, very fun. Like, it's one of those games I recommend playing if, like, I don't recommend playing it if, you know, if you're a bitch. But seriously, like, it's a tough game, and it made me feel very, like, out of place and very, like, angry with my choices and myself for what I was doing. Like, it's very...
We found our first game of Let's Play.
It's very, very sad. It's a very fucking sad game, and it has a co-op
kidding.
mode. But, I mean, it's good. Like, it's a very, very good game. It's one of those games I really do recommend. Like, past, like, Dark Souls and stuff like that, it's something that... Like, don't play it for the gameplay, play it for the experience. It's like Bioshock Infinite. It's something that you sit down and you play for the experience. It's very, very, very fucking intense.
I think our first
You're
Let's
gonna
Play
hate
we
that
should do
stuff.
together, Carson.
You
is
still haven't finished
DayZ.
Bioshock Infinite? God damn it. Papa.
I
It's been
killed
like
a man
2
for a
hours.
bag of a can of beans. I got shot in the leg for a can of beans. What? You ever seen the videos of the game DayZ?
Fucking DayZ.
So many people. There's so, it's
Wiggle
so
for
funny.
this man! Wiggle! You've seen that, right? The Wiggle video? Wiggle for this man!
Yes.
It's like, all right, you go over there. You go over there. All right, I'm gonna put an axe like between you two.
Oh, God,
It's like, and I want
no.
you guys to go battle each other out because there can only be one yellow jacket guy in the group. And it's
Don't
like,
you take your
all right,
fucking yellow jacket off. Put that shit back on.
Put it back on. And it's like, okay, now go fight. And the guy
The
just
guy just
picks
runs
up and
away.
runs. He's like, all right, we got a runner. Boom, and shoots him.
Congratulations. The odds were forever in your favor. You know, I played Gary's mod the other day on the PC, and I was playing the
That's
Hunger
sorry,
Games
but-
mod. I am a fucking asshole. I am a fucking asshole. I'm just like, I am a traitorous, backstabbing son of a bitch. I was like, you guys can trust me. We'll be like Katniss and the little black girl. Right. And then they're like,
stab me.
and then they're like, wow, this is so much fun. I'm like, yeah, I bet it is. Hey, so how far away do you think we are from everybody else? Pretty far away. Good. What? They just die. I'm just like, oh, look at all these nice supplies I seem to have found on this conveniently located course.
I can only imagine that in your scenario it would just be the whole fatness thing where it's like, aw, it's okay.
Oh, it's
It'll be
okay.
all
Come over
okay.
here,
Shake.
Oh,
Little bitch stabbed me. But no, going off of your Spec Ops The Line tangent, how like it makes you feel things and you don't like feeling things.
Yeah.
That reminded me. I know I went.
I'm a soulless fuck.
I don't like
Besides
it.
that,
Oh,
no,
yeah, you know you don't. You're neutral.
there is. That reminded me. I know I talked about it during the Solstice special, but there was a game being developed where
Heart monitor, right?
Huh?
The heart monitor one?
Yeah, biofeedback based horror games.
Yeah, we've
So-
talked about that a few times. It's fucking, that's a cool
I
fucking...
have read about those.
Yeah, because I remember that I was
that gonna be
talking
the
about
first
that, and I
game that uses
actually
the heart?
saved the source this time. So I do have a name. It's called Nevermind.
Okay.
So the idea is that
Terrible name.
the game, based on how well you handle stress, it makes the game easier.
Okay.
And if you get stressed out, if it like starts freaking out, then the game gets significantly harder. So it basically teaches you to handle yourself in moments of extreme stress or paranoia, or basically just handling your own.
Wait, Carson. So you're basically saying that Nintendo actually finally has a use for their heart monitoring little device?
Not quite. This is actually being developed by a university in somewhere or another.
University of
I've been to that
California.
place. It's really nice.
The University of somewhere.
Yeah,
Or another.
I've been there. I went to college there.
No,
I could never get into that place.
The University of Denland.
For one thing, I could never find
University of Denland.
Denland?
Yeah, Denland.
Denland?
Our Denland.
I'm gonna steal
What good has come out of Denland?
Really?
You had one slice.
Can I steal a thing from you?
Stuff? I don't know. Let's see.
Next thing you guys gotta pull it up. It's gonna be like just something literally small. Oh, so I don't know if you watched any of the videos of the preview of the new Aliens Isolation. I think it's called.
Oh, I've been hearing good shit about that.
Yeah, so am
People
I.
are saying that it's like, it's supposed to take like an animation
Robert, don't hit me!
where
No!
it's like you're actually facing aliens and there ain't shit you can do.
Yeah.
So you're actually having to hide from the aliens and whatnot.
I'm actually
So I've
looking
heard-
forward to see how it works out because they showed gameplay footage of it. It looks pretty good. It's,
Yeah, it sounds promising. So
I mean, it's still in development. So, but there's also this other game that I want to bring up, Tomb Raider, the remake that they're doing.
Guys, hold on. Me and Robert have to interject a conversation.
No.
Because guess what? Robert?
Sebastian has to interrupt your conversation.
How homoerotic are you?
I'm just getting dragged along for
Very.
the ride. Apparently.
You have to ask how. Oh,
I'm just looking at
Carson,
her.
you're gonna remember
Look
this.
with your eyes, not your
You're
fingers.
gonna remember this, Carson.
I'm not going to enjoy
I
it.
have eyes in my fingers.
What are you
that's not
doing?
it. It's not it. Hold on.
So
What
while
are you
he's-
doing and why is it
Adding a
important?
little
And also,
Damn
why
it.
should I care?
Because this.
Still not it.
Because listen. This is our song for drinking rum horchata.
What? God damn
The
it.
neutral dance. Hey, you're spilling.
Oh, I just spilled it everywhere.
I guess doesn't like you. Do you remember that?
Yeah, now I oh, fucking god.
Para ti.
So anyway,
Esta música es para ti.
so,
Oh my god.
so we were bringing up the Tomb Raider remake. Someone did an actual.
You're talking about definitive editions?
Yeah.
Fuck those things.
I know. I thought I was like, why Square? Why are you just going back? But from the looks of it, they really are putting a lot of changes into it. Graphic wise, by the way. But,
Well, go figure.
yeah. But it looks pretty damn good looking. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say go out and buy it.
Honestly,
if you haven't played it
Square
yet.
should do anything and remake anything, fucking Final Fantasy 3.
Look,
Done.
They already did 6 on the iOS.
Final
Look what
Fantasy,
happened.
I just read that they're making a Final Fantasy 13-3.
yeah.
yeah, Lightning Returns.
Like, what the fuck even?
You just now found
Because
that
lightning
out
is their
released.
cash cow. Duh.
That was
Alright,
just
well,
released.
real-
I don't pay attention to that shit.
Apparently.
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
I just
the
read it in the
story
Game
of
Informer.
fucking Final Fantasy 6 takes the cake. Only because, hey, the fucking world's blown up. Hey, by the way, you're really desperate. Everything's going down the shit
Okay.
can, and yeah,
I'm not saying
you
like.
fucked up.
Okay, so talking about 6, they released it on the iOS, not iOS, sorry, on smartphone, Android, and all that. But they changed the sprites. It's not like the original 16-bit
Yeah.
sprites now. It's
Right.
just these more smooth, shell-shaped characters
I don't
now.
like it.
No,
And everyone's saying that they don't like it, but I'm thinking to myself like, why does that matter? It's the
No,
same
no,
story,
no, no.
same
I'm not talking
gameplay,
like
but it's just different sprites.
I'm not talking
Nostalgia.
like remake or re-release.
That's the
I'm
whole
talking,
thing. Nostalgia.
I guess I
I'm
can
talk-
understand
no,
that.
I'm
but
talking
still.
like completely remade. Like with the new technology and shit, there's so much that can be done.
Look,
They won't do it though.
Look,
It's
look,
like Final Fantasy
you want
7.
a
They won't
current
touch it
gen
because they
one
won't.
of those?
They don't want to ruin
like
it.
that.
Look,
Like
look.
address the story. Or
Then,
do whatever,
then the
but-
game for you, and Jess is gonna agree with me, is Bravely Default.
I've been hearing good
That is
stuff
a
about
nostalgia.
that.
Huh?
No, mouth. Oh.
God,
You could throw them at us.
that was worse than mine.
Okay.
That was worse.
Well-
I didn't want to hit him in the
well,
shin.
Yeah, I have seen gameplay.
Are you throwing gobstoppers at people?
Okay, well, wait. Real quick, so let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Bravely Default, first off, is a very, very classical Final Fantasy game that is beautiful. I've
For
proven
the,
my
Well,
it's
it's not really a
really-
Final Fantasy game, but
It's for the
It's
3DS, right?
kind of the same
Robert's
thing.
ready for
Yes.
the money shot.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
pants.
The problem too, I don't like game remakes because I want new IPs.
Right.
I'm tired of game remakes.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
yes,
at this point
yes,
I'm
yes.
incredibly
Yeah,
tired of
because
game
Right.
people are
But I
fresh
don't
out
give a
of
shit,
ideas.
like-
What? The new Call of Duty. It's so new.
Next thing you know, you're gonna have a bald eagle.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But-
like, when I
No,
say
the next version
research,
you
I'm
have cats,
talking,
not
like,
dogs.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, translate from 2D to, like, fucking 3D.
I get what
That-
you mean.
You know, have the nostalgia of the characters and shit,
It
but,
looks
like, new
so
environments
real.
every
Even the
day.
fish swim away from you.
Okay, but look,
It's like, go figure,
here's
super
here,
hard.
here's my other problem. Okay,
Mario 64.
definitive editions are bullshit. That is such a waste of money,
Yeah,
time,
I agree.
resources. I hate it. I hate it because it's just fucking
Well, I do
more
too.
goddamn.
That's why-
I will say-
it's like as Robert and I are about to discuss the problem with net neutrality.
Oh yeah.
Because that should suck a dick.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, I would
So-
say I totally agree with you on that definitive thing because it's like the Tomb Raider's definitive thing. It looks good, but it's like, why waste your time and money on something like that when you could just basically say, just make a sequel to it, and then just use that technology for your sequel.
Or just, I don't know, make a new fucking game that isn't Tomb Raider.
Whoa. That takes
Wow.
effort.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how much effort game companies want.
I don't know, dude. The Tomb
Yeah.
Raider game was
Yeah,
actually good.
do you know
It was
what I
good.
heard from a game developer? Can't remember what his name is. He's one of the. He's basically the guy behind the Call of Duty series.
Right.
We'll just leave effort up to the indie games.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
go
it's the guy who
figure.
made Call
Well,
of
here,
Duty.
think of it
I
this
mean-
way. You know, I have a game developer
That's
that lives up the
Activision
street
for you.
from me. He's selling.
Who is?
I have a game developer that's got like a master's in all programming and shit, and he's selling because like, you know, fucking game developers work for nothing for everything for.
They're the
shit-
people with the
shit content.
ideas.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, you know, they've got brilliant ideas, but
They're
nobody
not,
wants
hey,
to
let's
fund
make
them
more
'cause
money. It's like, hey, I want to
nah,
make this
the,
into a game.
The profit outlook is just too dim on that. We can't.
That's
risk
why.
that.
Well-
that's why what a lot of people are scared to do.
See, well, here's the thing, like, and I can speak from personal experience on this one because companies want to discount their employees now. They want to reduce the value of human resources, and I can speak personally from this level and totally editing out the company I'm about to speak about, but they put coupons on salon services. Now, normally, like, just thinking about it from a bystander standpoint is like, hey, that's great. You know, you get people into the salon. Bad. Because here's the thing. People that already go there, they're going to expect these kind of discounts. So that way it's like, oh, well, I was already paying so much for you. Why should I pay you more as it is? Because, you know, you're doing this service for me, and I'm already doing you a favor by coming here and taking
No, that's
getting
not
this
how
stuff.
business works. God damn it.
Right, but that's how dense these people are. Not only that, but the notion that this brings new people in, this has the
Oh.
potential for new clientele, total bullshit.
It
It's
doesn't
not
work.
people that are looking for a new stylist, it's people looking for the next best deal.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is that these corporations are picking up on it, and it's like, okay, well, we can discount these guys, and here's the best part. When you make commission, if they put a coupon on there, that counts against you. So every time somebody comes in with that coupon, and you're expecting to make X amount of money, and then they have all these coupons and shit that count against you, suddenly you're expecting to make, you know, enough to live, and then not only are you not
Correct.
left
Are you fucking
with-
kidding me right now?
I'm
Excuse
told-
me, Mr. Underwood.
I
Are you
always
fucking
wear
kidding me?
these fucking Crocs
Crocs in my house?
every fucking day.
It's always worth
bitch.
those. I thought we got over
Also,
this,
yeah, you
but
just noticed that, like,
seriously, like, just, you
Crocs.
know,
You know,
'cause then you only have so much
Did
to work with, and
did
then
you
get
read the
discounts.
article on net neutrality that I posted?
Honestly, I did not.
What you are talking is literally
It was
word by
boring
word
as
what
shit.
they say in that article.
Depressing as fuck.
Basically, what they want to do is they want to basically create that every company has bandwidth limits now.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
you know
I-
how internet companies now work on a concept of net neutrality. They want to eliminate that because basically it means more money.
Were you talking about that
Right.
law that was passed? Yeah, I remember
Which is a
reading that.
big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Which is actually why Google Fiber is about to become the biggest company.
Thank fuck for
Because you know that they
Yeah.
pay to keep their net neutrality up, right?
Yeah.
But
They- they-
unfortunately, you do know what that means,
So
right?
Google forces
Google
you to get a
Fiber will
Google Plus
unfortunately
account.
become a tad bit
Fuck
expensive.
you!
But it'll be the only internet service with net neutrality.
those-
Hey,
still.
hey, guess what Google comes with? Free.
Right, but I mean,
Google
that's,
Plus.
that's the biggest...
But doesn't no one love me, Daddy? I'll make them love you.
I saw that. But see, the biggest
Thank you,
point that I'm
Google.
trying to make here is that, you know, the biggest issue that anyone can really outline at this point is that it doesn't matter how long you train yourself, how much skill you have. At the end of the day, people are just looking for new ways to discount you and make it so that way they can basically just use you for what little they can and then profit off of it. I mean, we get people that.
Did we just invent the
Have you ever
flip
heard
five?
of? Have you ever heard of diverters?
Or high foot.
The diverters are basically people that come in with like shitloads of coupons, gift cards that are loaded with like $500 or some old shit, and they just go in and buy like shitloads of Paul Mitchell product or something like that, and then go overseas and sell it for like 300% markup.
See, coupons are really bad when you're talking like commission or like
Right.
the money
right.
that goes to that person.
Well, that's kind
Yeah,
of the
because they
big
don't
problem
get
is
that.
that you know
It's
that.
discounted.
If you're talking
you
like
know-
grocery store coupons, who gives a fuck? It's a
Right,
store.
because you know that isn't an issue. But when commission and tipping and all that stuff comes into play, it's suddenly like you know this is this person's livelihood.
Yeah.
That's why they-
You're,
that's
you're
why-
not putting a coupon on someone's paycheck.
Right, it's like, hey, I don't know how good
that'd
you
be
are
cool,
at this,
yeah.
but I'm gonna discount it so that
Okay,
way I
what
can
do
get
you-
people
what
in the door.
Yeah, which is why I mean, like
Yeah,
honestly,
that'd be
like
good.
I mean, when I say that New Zealand is seemingly starting to look better and better, it's because we are number 7 on the list of freedoms at this point. And it's, I mean, like, and honestly,
Well,
I mean,
freedom isn't even a part of it. The problem is that you know you remember
Freedom-
I'm
how
talking
Freedom costs
about
$1.05.
by that I mean like the concept of how the governments are run, companies are run. A country should not be run by its companies. A country should be run by its people.
right.
That is the definition of having a government.
That's why I want to go back on like you remember how you were talking about that one thing that Tom Clancy was working on before he died, right?
Oh, you mean Rainbow Six Patriots? Literally what I consider to be the greatest modern idea of this time. Literally to make
Right.
a game based around, hey, let's just kill everyone at Goldman and Sachs and everything. And yeah, that's the video game. Just kill company heads. That's a fucking genius idea. Do you know why? Because the entire game is based around actual facts. Like, this is what they
Right.
do.
It's like this is what can be. That's why everyone is. That's why these people are shitting their pants because it's like you know they've been sitting comfy on a hill and then they receive this thing. It's like, hey, there's a video of you getting shot.
And then thrown out of a building and blown up.
Right, and then it's like, oh well, I can't have this. You know, what am I going to do with my money?
I mean, it's like, you know...
Oh my god.
The
you know, the
greed
rich
and-
get richer, and
I mean,
then,
So
honestly, the divide just gets so fucking huge.
I have a
now
comic
that-
for you to read that you're actually going to really, really enjoy.
Okay.
It's a Jonan Vasquez comic. It's Jonathan the Homicidal Maniac. And as
I've read that.
as declaring as the title is, the concepts that it explores are quite good. I mean,
yeah.
like,
I've always read John Vasquez stuff.
my favorite quote in that comic extends as far as the fact that he states that our entire race is a race not based on its
Have success.
on its like on its evolutions in kindness and
talents.
in its talents. We're entirely based on our evolutions in our technology.
Right.
And that's a problem because we're still cavemen when we get down to it.
Yeah.
We're just
yeah.
cavemen
We
with
still don't know
iPhones.
shit. It's just now we have the ability to tell everybody else how stupid we really are.
And
And
it's
the issue
just-
is that apparently one little edge up or whatever, you know, this entitlement from birth suddenly gives you this whole right to where, okay, well, now I'm in control of X amount of the population's wealth. Like, fucking really, what really gives anybody that right? Nobody should be in control of that.
Quit touching Sebastian.
Like, I was
I didn't
reading
touch
Time
it.
magazine the other day, and it's
If I was touching
basically
Sebastian,
about
I'd do.
how-
Never mind.
Now you are.
It'll be done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
Taco
10
Bell.
minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
But I was recently reading Time magazine here, and the most recent article was basically saying how one woman is in charge of $18 trillion right now.
People should.
And on one hand, I wouldn't say that's an issue, but at the same time, it's basically acknowledging that basically the entire country's welfare is in one person's hand. That
It's
really
not-
should not be the case.
It's
Basically, the entire country's debt is in one person's hand.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean
Exactly.
I mean honestly, massive amounts of money should. I mean, I honestly like as crazy as it sounds, there should be a law that denies people the amount of dealing with over a set amount of money, because when they start dealing with more and more money, it becomes incredibly dangerous.
Well, I mean, seriously,
Right.
what the fuck would you do with that much money?
yeah,
Sure,
if
no.
anything
I have
at all.
it.
World
Good for
domination.
you.
Well, that's kind of the thing. They hoard it, and then as a you know,
No,
it's
they don't
almost
just
like,
hoard
hey,
it.
we're gonna reward you for hoarding this
It's
much.
It's
Dragon
not just
disease.
hoarding
It's
it. They actually
basically-
wave it in
it's
people's faces
basically
like they're waving their
dragon
dick in their
disease.
faces.
That's the
Guess what
problem.
I got?
No,
And guess
no,
what you
that's
don't
That's
got?
the problem. It
Right.
is like dragon's disease. you hoard and you hoard and you hoard and you can't stop because it makes you feel powerful to have that much money.
Now here's the part
because
that
literally
I'm
you understand what you could do with $18 trillion. You could literally call up fucking Congress and tell them, I'm going to pay you $5 trillion, but you need to pass this law, and they will fucking do it. As illegal as it is, they'll tell you yes.
Honestly, you don't even need $5 trillion. You probably only need
$1 trillion.
Several million,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
That's how, that's why they have the people
I wouldn't
that
give
they
$1
do.
trillion just to
Because
With
there's
$1
I'll give you $5 trillion to wipe out this country.
They would. They would.
And then
would.
basically tell the UN
would.
it had to
as
happen.
long as it has a natural resource we can steal, they will.
Yeah.
Because that's how this play. That's how the United States is a country based upon its greed and its power. I mean, it's really funny because we were immediately founded on a country based upon its principal freedoms and the fact that you could come to this country and not be judged for who you are.
Right.
There was no fear
of
of being killed by your leaders. There was no fear of any of that. And now we've become. It's crazy because I remember one guy said that it started right after World War II. All this complacency kind of began because we were so. We're still on a high off of World War II. We are still on the America's great high. We beat the Nazis 60 years ago, guys. It's time to get the fuck over it. I mean, like, no one cares anymore. Great.
Years ago.
Yeah, they're still making Nazi movies.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, we beat the Nazis. Great. What have we done now? And this is what makes me the angriest. I'm sorry, but 9/11 makes me so fucking angry because people do not let go of that shit. It's like, okay, so what do you think? The people in Pakistan hold memorials every fucking year for all the thousands of fucking drone strikes we do on them? You think all the millions of fucking people we've killed? Really? Really?
Stop.
Oh yeah, really. Fucking 2 fucking towers. We've destroyed countries.
Someone makes a 9/11 reference, and everyone's like, too soon. I'm like, no.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
not.
too fucking late.
It's
I
too
stopped
late.
caring
Yeah, it's-
2 years after it happened.
I'm
do you
sorry.
know why? Because directly after 9/11, do you know what we did? We went into our country and arrested thousands of people. We threw thousands of people in Guantanamo Bay. We tortured and indiscriminately harbored innocent people. And then on top of that, what did we do? Have you seen the military videos of them breaking into people's houses and shooting people's parents and just taking a kid?
Basically.
And then we drone strike the fucking city that's left over after we've taken one person, killing about a few thousand. I mean, I think the scariest thing was a Time Magazine interview of like, and it's mind blowing. It was just a guy who did a Time Magazine article on the photographers of Time Magazine and how lost with humanity they are, how much they've lost touch with their human kindness. It's like they're all just gathered around the dead corpse of a little girl, taking fucking pictures of it. That's it. Like, that's it. There's just no concern for the child's well-being if she's still alive or anything. They're just like, they're just fucking taking pictures. Like, oh, what kind of a spectacle can we make out of this for the rest of the world to see?
Right,
because the gap
all we
between
care
first and
about
third
is
countries,
ratings.
the gap between first and third countries is so ridiculous and so goddamn. It's horrible when you think about it. That basically we view them as lesser human beings.
Yeah, it's like saying,
That's
what
not
if it was your
Well,
child? Would
they
you rather
view
want
them as
someone to
fucking
record that
animals.
shit?
Yeah. And it's not fair.
And then
It's
it's even
not.
worse when we basically equate them to like the scum of the earth when they actually fight back. It's like you wonder why.
What do
they're
you
fighting
think?
back.
What do you think we were considered when we started the American Revolution? Do you think we were considered heroes when we were fucking terrorists?
That was the beginning of
We were
guerrilla
fucking
warfare.
terrorists. We invented the whole become a terrorist to free your country thing, and then fucking go Afghanistan does it. What do?
specifically,
We go
but,
over there and we
yeah.
quell them and blow them the fuck up.
Right, but here's the thing, and
Yeah,
honestly,
but
this
we
sticks
crown
with
the
me.
concept of creating a
is
country
that-
based on freedom. It's true.
Right,
And then
well,
we've
here's
said,
the thing
fuck you,
is
only
that-
we can do that.
Here's the thing: is that George Washington basically called it out on that. It's like, look, this is what we were founded on. Don't fuck it up.
And they did.
Make it.
Oh,
yeah,
they fucked up
yeah,
so
they
bad.
didn't
For
listen.
several
They
years.
didn't
fucked
listen to
up
what he was
so
saying.
bad.
It's like, look, don't get bipartisan.
Centuries.
Don't get into separate groups. Don't do that shit.
It
This
stalls.
is why we're here today.
It stalls like everything. I mean, what has the government done in the last 20 years?
Well, think of
Yeah,
it this
that
way: the
would
government
acknowledge
shut
that
down.
Israel-
That was damn near half a month because one guy got bent ass shape that Obamacare was going to happen.
yes.
Are you
No,
fucking
and
real?
then on top of that too.
I remember that.
And then on
That's
top of that too,
fucking dumb.
like
That's
Yeah, that
the
was
scariest
Texas
thing.
Senator, no
The
less.
scariest thing is we're a country based on freedom of speech, and then whistleblowers are immediately founded and tried to be killed.
Well, yeah, of
Right.
course. I mean,
Well, I
I
mean,
wouldn't want to
I-
say anything
I
bad
was
because
also-
you're
I
God
was
King
reading-
Obama. Shit.
I was reading an interview actually from Edward Snowden recently, and he's basically like, "There's no way I'm going back."
No.
That's just how
Why would
wrong
you?
we
Why
are.
would you come back?
You know, I mean, honestly,
We are
he's learning
1984,
Russian, he's
the
getting
reality
into
of
it.
1984.
You know, and
Our
honestly,
country
I feel
is-
terrible
We're
for him
not
because
fully
he
there
has
yet,
to
but
go
I mean,
everywhere
we're getting
in
there
secret.
really fucking
I wouldn't
quickly.
be surprised if in the next few months every food label is now just labeled food and everything is just labeled drink. And the more you drink it, the more complacent you become with our country's meanings.
And they could poison you and all that.
I mean, seriously, it's scary when you think about it because we are freedom based on lies. It's just the concept of
Yes.
you may be free,
You're
but at
okay.
any moment, since
America is good.
No,
It's
but at
the
any
freedom
moment,
of ignorance.
at any moment since the Patriot Act, anybody, any government official could immediately come to the store and arrest all of us for no fucking reason, just on the foundation
Just
that
under the
we might be
suspicion that we
terrorists.
might
No,
be
clearly.
terrorists.
I mean, all of us. I mean, you know, wearing our indiscriminate cartoon T-shirts and everything. Yeah, we're totally fucking terrorists.
These guys are terrorists.
But that's the thing.
We're
No.
free based on how much money we have.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes. The more money you have, the more power you have.
We're free to believe what they want us to believe. Is the bottom line.
That's
It's-
why I
it's free
say
as you want
it's
you to be
the freedom of
going.
ignorance. You're as free
Freedom
as you
costs
want
a
to believe
buck
you
of
are.
5.
Yeah. Well, as much as we'd love to continue going on with this conversation, I
Or
think
they-
we'll leave
I
you
think
guys.
that I think
I
that
think
is a
we'll
good
leave you
note
guys
to end
to
on.
think about this for a while.
You know, like
And
honestly,
honestly,
comment with
Think
your
about what
thoughts.
you've
No,
done.
and then, I mean, as much as I, hate to say it, like in the words of the great man that is Samuel L. Jackson, wake the
Bitch.
fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Like seriously, did you ever
That
see,
man is on a hook.
no, for real, seriously.
I would say the
Did you-
N-word.
Did you see his PSA advertisement? Wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
I did.
That is mind blowing.
Yeah, we all saw
I mean,
it.
like for real, guys. Like, as much as you guys don't think voting changes anything, as
It
much as you may be
does.
intimidated by the electoral college, as much as you may think that calling up your fucking congressman isn't gonna do shit, do it because it will do something. Because the more of us that rise up against this oppression that is, fucking.
Big government.
No, that is companies running our country.
Companies.
The more they're gonna,
It's
the
not
more
the
power they're
government,
gonna
it's
gain.
the
The more
capitalism.
complacent they make us with their fucking iPads and their goddamn fucking phones and all that shit. The more complacent we become, the weaker we become.
Walmart's
But the
gonna
more
own us
oppressive we
all.
become, the stronger we become. So the more you do it. Don't think that not voting isn't gonna do shit because it will change something. So with that, I leave you guys to think about it and remember that no matter what you do, try to leave a good mark on this world. Because, I mean, do you really want your kids living in a country that is completely run by how much money you have?
Yeah.
I mean, do we really want to revert back to the ways of the nobles from
Or-
early 16th century, where everybody is just living in shacks, and if you're rich, you get to live in a nice castle, but if you're poor, you get to go fuck yourself because you don't have enough money to do anything you want? Where basically it's all based on how much bread you can steal from a local vendor because you're not rich enough to afford anything good. We don't want it to go like that.
my view.
And as much as people deny it, history is always doomed to repeat itself.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah, the difference
It
being
will
is
go
that
back
now
to
we're
that.
at a point where if we fuck up again,
Elysium
there
will
isn't
become
gonna
a
be
reality
history
if you
to
deny it enough.
Yeah.
And Elysium was a scary movie because it could become real.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Poison.
you guys have a wonderful night. We love you. And remember, if you don't do shit, Thomas Edison will find you and he'll take over the world and shit.
Fucking
You mean
Nikolai,
Tom
Nikolai's
Edison?
rolling around.
Thomas
these
will
goddamn
come and
graves
edit
'cause
you
of
out.
that.
Yeah, Thomas will come and he will
I'll
edit
edit
you
you
out.
out.
Thomas Edison is watching.
Well, good night, everyone.
Hugs and kisses.
I love you.
Butt sex
Aw.
in our ears.
Aw.
That's sweet.
Chippy, stop staring at me like that.
Chippy's dead!
I crushed him.
He's-
I am the
he's
Hell
check-
Throne King now.
End it.
Oh no.
Pookie will